lift up the bone that's causing that callus and get rid of your callus for good.
Okay, thanks
Thank
for your
you.
call. Back to shoes. Now, we talked about the flip-flop in detail, but you brought some other examples of shoes. Now, we've talked about tennis shoes and athletic shoes in previous shows, but why don't you bring those other two out as examples of perhaps good or perhaps bad shoes? Maybe
Well,
this is a flip-flop alternative?
This is a this is a flip-flop alternative.
Okay.
Also, just looking at this shoe, the reason why I brought this shoe in is because it's not one of those typical, as we call it, orthopedic looking shoes. It's a little bit fancier design, a little bit more friendly looking to people. But what I like about this is that it has straps on the side, so your foot isn't moving from side to side like as a flip-flop where you have no control over the side to side motion. Still, as with any sandal, doesn't matter what this is, there can be stuff that gets underneath, so you want to be comfortable with that. This has a little bit of an arch support and a heel pad in here, so it absorbs some shock, and it also has a heel lift on the bottom, so that's something to look for. And the material here isn't rubber; it is a breathable leather with a little bit of cork underneath, so that protects your foot as well.
Yeah, I know a lot of the viewers might be aware that there's a lot of research that shows there are injuries associated with flip-flops, but a lot of people may not be aware that there's been some recent studies that show that there are higher rates of obesity now associated with people that wear flip-flops because they're just not active. And if you look at these, you just can't be active in them.
You can't. I mean, a picture trying to run in these. You cannot run in these. You can't bend your foot properly. Your foot's going to dig on one side or the other. You're going to get blisters along the side or in between the toes. These were really meant for people to just wear around a gym locker room while they're changing. It's not really meant for you to walk around on concrete streets or in the playground with no control. And that's really why. So if you can't really use these and you're wearing them for half the year or 3 months out of the year, those 3 months, you're probably not that active. You can't do much in them.
That's right. We have another caller here. Go ahead, caller.
Hello?
Hi.
Yes, I have spasms in my feet due to them getting wet, getting out the tub, or the weather change.
Okay.
And it's just spasms, like right tonight. The spasms just started again. And I'm already taking medication for restless leg syndrome.
Mm-hmm.
But they still have the spasms.
They still have the spasms. Sometimes, especially when there's temperature changes, like you're mentioning that you're bathing and after showering, and a lot of times our joints can contract and expand due to the heat or the coldness. So it's very natural for your foot to go through spasms. However, I don't like that you're getting that every day. It might, I don't know what shoes you're wearing during the day, but make sure your shoes are controlled and have a nice arch support and supporting your foot during the day, so when you're actually showering, it's not such a big shock to you. You may also want to see a podiatrist, see what they can do for you. There's things out there that may help you, such as topical ointments, change in shoe gear, custom orthotics that might help you as well.
Thanks.
Thank you. Thanks for
Have
your
a good
call.
evening.
You too.
I think we have another caller, too. Hello? Go ahead.
Yes, hello.
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 Hi, thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
I have a question, and please believe this is very serious. For those of us who have a need to have shoes specially made because of larger than normal sizes, we find that it is very difficult to find the old-fashioned cobblers who can make these shoes. So how does one pursue having shoes specially made, let's say in the case of a size 25 or 26, if you will?
Sure. And these days, the average American foot is getting larger and larger, so it's a very real question. Usually, at least with most podiatrists I know, we are up to date on our shoes and branding, and we're able to special order them for you if you want to do something like that, or your healthcare professional can do that. There's also certain shoemakers that are still out there that can probably do the same thing for you, but I would say make an appointment with the podiatrist, let them measure your foot properly, and order you the shoes that you like.
Okay, that'll do it for this episode of Feet Forward. For those of you who have any questions or are looking for a referral, we recommend that you go to the Illinois Podiatric Medical Association's website. That's IPMA.net, and you can get a referral to a podiatrist near you. Thanks a lot, and we will see you next month.
Thank you.